All right, this is Unit 1, Lesson 7, and this is the lesson that you can follow along with as you go through your Dismiss today. So in the warm-up, it asks you to select all of the left hands, reminding you that hands are mirror images of each other. So this first one that's already selected for you is a left hand, and then the other ones that you can see that are left hands are this one down here at the bottom, and we have this one here, and we have this one here. Okay, so that's just getting you thinking about different orientations of those. They've been rotated and translated and things. All right, moving on to this one now, on to screen 2, is that asks you which pairs contain figures that are the same. Okay, so select which ones you think, and then let's talk about why they are or they are not the same. So you might have selected pair A. Pair A are the same because if you trace the shape on the left and you rotate it 180 degrees and move it down and to the right, you're going to get the same figure that's on the right. So the pairs in figure A are definitely the same. You might have said figure B is the same because the figures in pair B are the same shape. They're not the same size and they're facing different directions, but they have something similar, and that is their general shape. Pair C may have been selected. Those are both exactly identical. They are the same shape. They're exactly the same size. They appear to be reflections of each other. This one might be harder. It might be some of you didn't pick this one, but pair D could also be the same because their side lengths are all the same. Okay, definitely not the same size, but if you were to measure those side lengths on all those, they all have the same side lengths. Pair E could also be selected because if you were to reflect the puzzle piece on the left and then rotate it, you would get the puzzle piece down there on the right. So pair E could also be considered the same. And pair F could actually also be considered the same. Both figures have equilateral triangles, 2 of them to be exact, and they each have 2 sets of identical equilateral triangles. So you might have had a harder time identifying D and F, and that's okay if you didn't pick those, but just getting you to think about all sorts of different reasons why figures could be considered the same. So looking here and focusing on pair B, what is one reason someone might say these figures are the same, and what is one reason someone might say these figures are not the same? Well, one reason they might be the same is that you might say, hey, they are the same shape, right? They are the same shape, and that's something that makes them alike. Something that is different about them that would make them not the same is that they are not the same size. Okay, so those are 2 reasons that we are kind of narrowing in on about the shape and about the size today. Okay, so here we have a little card sort with some words that may or may not be familiar to you. If you watched your Ed puzzle, these words should be familiar to you. The word is congruent and not congruent. And if you watch that Ed puzzle, and if you're thinking about what we've been talking about here, about the shape and the size and all those things, congruent means that they are the same. Okay, we can just move it around. It's still the same shape. It's just in a different location. Not congruent means that there's something different about it. Okay, so if I look down here at this first pair, these 2 are the same. Okay, they are the same shape. They are the same size. And all that has happened is I've rotated this one on the left to create the one on the right. That's all that's happened. These little arrows down here are not congruent. They are both arrows, but they are definitely different sizes. These figures here, they are the exact same shape. They are the exact same size, and you can see that they are simply a reflection of one another. So nothing has changed other than the location or the direction it's facing. These figures here, these are also congruent because they are the same shape. They are the same size. They are just rotated from the original location. And this last group, these are not congruent because they are clearly different sizes. I haven't performed any sort of transformation that we know about to make them this way. They're just different sizes. Okay, on screen 5, you have what we call polyominoes. And so we want to know what is the same about all of them and what is different. So one thing that is the same is that in general, they're kind of the same shape, right? They have that kind of long portion, and they also have that one little block sticking out. Something else that is the same is that they have the same area. So if you count how many red boxes are filled in each one, you will see that each one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus this other one 6. So all of them have an area of 6 square units. One way that they are different is that they don't all have the same orientation or what we call symmetry, right? Because if you look here at figures C and F, they both have that extra block in the middle, but the other 4 figures, A, B, D, and E, all have that extra block down there at the end, one way or the other. Okay, so now that we're thinking about this word congruent, we want to select all of them that are congruent to A, meaning the ones that are identical. So we all know they have the same area, but we want to talk about that orientation or that symmetry. So if I look here at A, it has the block sticking out towards the end, not the middle. So B would be congruent, okay? I have just rotated and translated it to make B. D would be congruent, that looks like a reflection of A. And E would be congruent because it looks like a rotation and a translation of A. C and F are completely different shapes, right? There's no way I can rotate, translate, or reflect A to make C or F. All right, so here, are you ready for more? Sure, let's try this. We definitely should be ready for more on this one. So it tells you here, you got this triangle ABC and this point M, which is the midpoint or the middle of that side of the triangle. And so what it wants you to do, and you can use your tracing paper to help, is it wants you to rotate this triangle ABC 180 degrees right here around the center N. And we're going to make that triangle called CDA. So what's going to happen is this long segment down here is going to completely flip all the way around and come up here, okay? So what you're going to have here is a triangle that looks like this. And you can label this point D, okay, because A and C stayed where they were there, other than just rotating around here. Okay, so this becomes C and this becomes A. Okay, so the question says, are triangles ABC and CDA congruent? And explain your answer. Well, they are congruent. They're congruent for several reasons. One is, all I did was I just took triangle ABC and I rotated it. So I didn't change anything about it other than its location on the grid. So they are definitely congruent. It also asks you for the area of this whole parallelogram here. So different ways you can figure that out, and I'll kind of let you look at that. But the answer there is 24 square units if you wanted to try that out. That's kind of an extra thing. Okay, so for our lesson synthesis, it says, how can you determine if two figures are congruent? You can use the sketch tool. You can refer to the figure that we worked on already. And here is the definition. So make sure you have this. Two shapes are congruent when there is a sequence of translations, rotations, and reflections that takes one shape to the other. So if you can reflect it, or rotate it, or translate it, or any combination of those, your shapes will be congruent. Okay, so if you're asked if your shapes are congruent, you just need to figure out if there are transformations that can occur, and then we know it's just basically the same thing, just in a different location. And then finally, on screen 9, it asks you if figures A and B are congruent, and you can come up with different ways to figure that out and help you with your sketch tools. They are certainly both the same shape, but if I take figure A, and you can try this with your tracing paper, and I rotate it, and maybe translate depending on where you rotated it from, I'm not going to get figure B because figure B is a completely different size. So the answer here is no. And you could say, because I can't perform a transformation from A to B. Okay, you could also talk about the side lengths and areas and things like that as well. That would also be a reason for they're not congruent, not being congruent as well. All right, so go ahead and at the end, tell me how you feel about this lesson, and then make sure you start working on your assignments.